I honestly have had to like fight to keep myself being social in my old age now. It's been
Yeah, me too.
it was I feel like it was so much easier like a year and a half ago. I don't know why.
Listen, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Okay, we should start recording this.
Okay.
And then let me
I don't know. I met my boyfriend through volunteering.
see. That's like a fake thing that people say.
No, but it's true.
All right, I'm starting recording now. All right, we're good. Yeah, I know. I believe you. It's like it always feels like I feel like I see that sentiment a lot, and like I went and did a lot of like volunteer things over the years, and like everyone who showed up was like middle aged all the time. Like there was nobody my age was ever volunteering at anything.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, you'll be there soon. Middle age comes for us all.
Yeah, it comes at you pretty fast.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Where is everyone recording? Are we in this?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay, let's sync up here. Let's do it on the minute here on time.is.
Are you ready, Rachel?
I'm ready.
Wow.
Okay.
I do have to open up the thing though.
The what?
The outline.
Yeah.
The outline.
All right. Okay. Well, we've got our. I'm sorry. I was super busy today, so I like kind of had to like throw this together, my part in like 15 minutes. But I did try to skim through the Wikipedia article also, so I can like maybe talk intelligently a little.
It's okay.
It's a fucking fly. Who cares? I mean, I love these guys, and we're in here now.
Wow. Technically, we're talking about not the fly, Nirav.
You're right. We're not talking about The Fly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about John Carpenter's The Fly, the film.
That would be pretty fun, though.
Sorry, Cronenberg. Excuse me. Although they were buddies.
This is the episode where Nirav regrets meeting my acquaintance.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So, shit. I closed the tab where I had the translation. Whatever. Welcome, Edgar, our listener from sort of overseas, almost. Not quite.
Mexico is not overseas.
No, but people do say overseas to mean everything international, which is wrong.
Which is very wrong.
It's wrong. So yeah, we have a listener from Mexico. We're doing a special shout out, which Rachel actually requested we do in English, for you to practice your English, Edgar. Although I had to defend myself and say, well, the rest of this podcast is going to be in English. So
you can throw a little Spanish in. Let's hear your Spanish.
Yeah, yo soy Nirav. How's that?
Ooh,
¿Cómo estás, señoritas?
Así.
Huh. Good. Okay. I almost said bonjour, which wouldn't even be right in French. All right. So, this is Animal Genius World, everybody. This is a podcast by animals for animals, and I am your burrowing into your skin host, Nirav.
And I'm Annie, and I'm going to try not to throw up.
And every other week, we sit down to chat about the amazing animal kingdom. This week, you can find us in your skin.
No.
This is so gross reading about this. Why did we pick this?
It was my idea.
I know. We're talking about blowflies and screwworms. So this week we are joined by Rachel, who is a New World screwworm, I believe. Jump, Rachel.
Yes.
Wait, that's left over from last week.
I want everyone to know how brave I was researching this, of my fear of things burrowing into my skin.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to say that we all have that fear.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I guess you're right.
But you said you have that like fear of holes. Is that it?
Yeah, trypophobia.
Tryptophobia, I think. Yeah, we're not talking about the 2004 Shia LaBeouf film Holes.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good film.
It's pretty good. I agree.
Very good, you might even say.
Yeah, it's Lindsay's like favorite movie, maybe. She said her first crush was Gus from Psych was in that movie as a kid.
Oh my God, yes, he's the farmer guy.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so first of all, I did note that the New World Screwworms is like a pretty good band name.
It is a pretty good band name.
Also, I have to ask, now that we're like on the air and have you in a corner, Rachel, should we like move you up to the top part where we're introducing ourselves, or just like keep you on the bottom here?
That's fine. I don't know if we've decided if I'm going to be a regular fixture or not. Have we? Have we talked about
this?
I
think it's mostly up to you.
Yeah, it's like it's like 100% up to you if you would like to do that. Yeah.
I guess you might say I really wormed my way in here.
Oh, we have fun here. Okay.
Do we?
Don't say that like that. People are just
kidding. Rachel, I like you. You're cool.
Also, we have had a pretty good surge of new listeners in the last 2 weeks, so that is cool. Thank you guys for jumping in.
How many are we up to now?
We're getting like, let me see. I'll even give you a number here.
12.
12? Don't do that. It's mean.
14.
Okay. Like
21.
A torso.
So okay. Good. Yeah. So we've gone up from getting about like 20 something 20 to 30 listens per month up to like 50 something.
Ooh.
Hey, that's double.
Yeah, so it's good. See, this is that organic growth that all those tech companies are talking about. Stocks.
Listen, what we need to do is to go public and then announce that we are transitioning over to AI.
What does that mean?
Our new AI podcast.
Now, with business AI, your business can have AI with
That's
business.
What that shoe company did. I think it's Allbirds. They announced that they were stopping with their shoes and transitioning over to AI, and their stock like tripled in value.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Sorry, they were manufacturing shoes, and now instead of that, they're manufacturing AI?
Listen, I don't know the details of it. All I know is the memes I saw posted on Reddit. Okay?
That's fair. That's how I learned about
They probably got
things.
bought out by one of those sites where you bet your life away. Like Nirav's old site.
Oh, one of the... It's fucking... Don't... That's mean. Which is a fucking casino now. And has, by the way, been unindexed from Google now, so good work.
Oh, good.
Well, that means... Well, that's what I mean. Like, they barely used it. This company, like, paid a fuck ton of money, like, way more money than they should have, bought the site, and then, like, basically ran it into the ground in the space of, like, 2 months of posting, like, gambling casino stuff, and then Google removed it. So, like...
It's almost like people went to your website because they liked... Well, I shouldn't say your website.
Yeah, I never owned it.
The website that you freelanced for.
Yes.
It's almost like people went there because of the content and not because of gambling.
Well, tell that to the 4,000 others. Actually, there's an article, if you are curious about this. This company has there's a website that did like an investigation of this place. They're called Clickout. I don't mind saying the name of that company. Like, they're called Clickout, and they have bought over 300 gaming journal sites and turned them into casinos and then dumped them and moved on to the next one. It's happened, and they just apparently are getting money out of it in some way that I don't understand.
I'm sure it's like ad revenue for the first like week or something.
Yeah, because like you just tell the advertisers, I'm doing casino, and they give you money. Anyway, so let me finish that by saying visit GameObserver.com, which is a new website, which is humans only, by humans, for humans, no AI.
As it should be.
And we do cool stuff. We write nice things. I'm writing a hit piece on Xbox right now. Come see it. It's nice. It'll be my like 10th one. It's not really a hit piece. It's just an analysis if you want to see what's going on with the industry right now. But let's get into this. We're talking about Blowflies. So Rachel, you brought us the New World Screwworm. You brought it in a little box and you put it on the table in front of me and you said, I want this. And I was like looking around and I was like, there's not like a ton going on here besides the one thing that it does do. And so we sort of like expanded because screwworms are part of the bloatfly family. Blowfly. Yeah, I said bloatfly. I'm going to probably do that a few times because that is a Fallout monster, which is a radioactive blowfly that turns into a giant thing and explodes. So
I'm really glad that doesn't exist in real life.
Yeah, you know what? Have you ever gotten to a point where you like I don't know if it was like a book or TV or game or whatever, but like you sank too much time into something and then like your brain didn't fully leave the world when you were doing other things? Like,
yes, 100%.
Yeah, like I There was genuinely, when I was like playing through Fallout 4 the first time years ago, and I was like playing it for 10 to 12 hours a day, and I saw a mosquito, and I out loud to real people called it a baby blood bug, which is the radioactive version of it from the game. And then I was like, okay, I gotta like, I need some separation here. Anyway,
I need to not play this video game for my entire life.
Yeah, except then I did that for the rest of my life. So look, we're gonna ease in with Animal Zork. We're coming back. You guys have reached the second. Actually, we're on the third level of the cavern. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. And you have. I wrote the wrong thing. Wait. Oh, I didn't. I didn't even change the question.
No, it's for last week.
Oh, it was for last week. That's why. Okay, you're right. All right, you guys. What are the names of your characters again? I think Annie, you changed yours to something we don't remember.
I don't know. It was like Thumbelina or Thunderella or something.
Thunder Thighs.
Thunderella.
Thunderella. Rachel, what was your character's name? Was it like...
It was Sarah.
It's Sarah, yeah, okay. Annie, I like the idea that every week you come up with like a more fantastical name and then you just remain Sarah the entire
time. Rachel's name just drops off syllables as it goes.
Okay, so you guys have reached the third level of this cavern. Remember, you're trying to reach the top to become king of the animals. And you meet a jumping Spider-Man. I wrote jumping Spider-Man, but I guess it could also be read as a jumping Spider-Man.
I'm picturing it as a jumping Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man. I'm going to say it's the cartoon from like the 60s.
He's jumping.
He's sort of just jumping in place. And he says, "Hey guys, I've got a trivia question for you. The family of jumping spiders includes over 6,000 species. What is the name of that family?" So here's our 4 options. Salticidae, Salatis, Salaticidus, Salatinidae.
It's the first one.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to
say. Say it out loud. He points at you, Annie. He says, say it out loud.
Out loud. Salticidae.
All right, you pass.
Salticidae.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. He says, "You got it," and then he swings away. But you find behind you, webbed to the wall, is a key.
You
guys
probably should grab that key.
Yeah, it's a silver key, so you can use it for a silver chest. All right, okay. Let's see what we find.
Or a silver door.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, why not?
Or a silver car.
Okay.
Ooh.
If you guys find a car in one of these places.
Does it have a button that I can hit it and it goes beep beep?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna yes. I'm gonna say random object generator. I'm gonna say that we'll have one each week where you guys just find an object. Alright, ready? You found a toy plane.
No. I guess.
Add those to your inventory, please.
Meow.
Do you make that sound as you put it in your bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's jump into talking about the blowfly. So you know the blowfly. Whoever you are, I'm talking to you. You've seen it before. It's just like a regular fly. If you ordered a fly on Amazon and you like didn't change what kind you were getting, like choosing a color option or whatever, this is the fly that you would receive in the mail.
I don't think so. I think if you were going to order a generic fly, the common house fly would be like the generic fly, right? Like the black fly with the clear wings.
I guess so, because I feel like you're right. Those are probably more common. I feel like the blowfly, the blowfly is like a little bit more fun, and so I feel
shinier.
Like it's absolutely shinier. It's got like a metallic carapace, which we'll talk about, but like, yeah, I guess so. So I guess this is really a shiny. So let me backtrack. If you went on Amazon and you were like, I don't like the default fly, I'm gonna pick like a shinier, chrome surface, then this is what you would get.
The shiny version.
A fancy fly.
Yeah. So they're typically kind of shiny, as we said, and they have either black, dark blue, or dark green carapaces. So they are mostly identifiable for having these hair bristles on their legs and on their butts. They got hairy butts.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. We're like, I want to say that on behalf of the Animal Genius World podcast, we are all like supportive of all body types for flies.
Yeah. Especially hairy butts.
Mm-hmm. The blowfly is ontogenous, which is a new word I learned, which means that the female has to eat a specific meal to become pregnant. How you guys feel about that?
Do they experience pregnancy, or would I think the word might be gravid? So gravid means that she's full of eggs, ready to lay.
Okay, so
and pregnancy is kind of a different thing.
Let's see what it said here. To develop mature eggs. Yeah, I guess it doesn't use the word pregnancy. I guess is that only for like live births? You would call it a pregnancy?
Yeah, yeah. Or like the rattlesnake, where they were like, they
shot them out with ballistic force. Is that right?
Well, they have eggs, but the eggs kind of hatch inside of them, so they were ovoviviparous. Ovoviviparous is the correct way to say that. Yeah.
We kind of have an egg that we break out of. I mean, it's a squishy egg.
No, that's true. I mean, we do it in the body before we come out,
Yeah, so. That's what Rachel was saying.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So are we ovoviviparous?
No. But it would be funny if the placenta was actually just an egg.
I guess that would be funny.
So some species of flies can give live birth, but not this.
I don't think I saw anything about those. So the blowfly does have to eat like a fuck ton of protein in order to produce the eggs. So that is interesting because it is a little different than how mammals work, where the nutrients that need to fuel the proteins that create the cells of the new baby that is being formed inside the mom, like that nutrition has to come from the mother. Whereas in this case, she's basically like carbo loading, and then it's like, all right, I'm gonna turn that straight into eggs, like alchemy.
Right, like if pregnant women could only eat pasta.
Yes, and then the pasta turned into a baby inside of them. Oh man, I wonder if I can put this in my new young adult novel, my dystopian young adult novel, where people have to turn pasta into babies. They
turn babies into pasta.
Yeah, that's wow. Annie, did you read my treatment already? the dark secret that we find out
in your brain.
The dark secret at the end of Act 2 is that they turn the babies back into pasta at the end.
Wasn't that the A Modest Proposal? Wasn't that the plot of that? Green.
Soylent Green.
What is A Modest Proposal?
I thought
it's by Jonathan Swift.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of the movie An Indecent Proposal. That was different.
Oh yeah, it's a famous satirical essay written by Jonathan Swift, published in 1729, that uses shocking irony to critique the severe poverty and British exploitation of Ireland.
Do you say brutish or British?
British.
Also brutish.
If there's exploitation, it's always the British.
Yeah, true. That does suck. I'm interested in that. When you said Jonathan Swift, I think we read something by him, maybe some essays in school, but it also...
You probably read it in high school, which is where I read it.
Yeah.
So.
I also did think about that book, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Did you guys do that one?
I don't think so.
No.
It was about a seagull named Jonathan Livingston Seagull, and he went on absurdist adventures.
What? That sounds cool.
Great.
It was actually incredibly... This author worked overtime to make it not exciting. It was like a classic... Yeah, it's Richard Bach is the writer from 1970. It's an allegorical fable about a seagull who seeks self-perfection and a higher purpose beyond the mundane struggle for food, challenging the flock's conventions to master the art of flight, leading to his exile, but ultimately to spiritual freedom.
The art of flight? Aren't they seagulls?
No, yeah, so it says that he is challenging his flock's conventions to master the art of flight. So I guess he's saying...
they're trying to master... Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, it was actually super boring. So sorry to Richard Bach for that. Although I don't really know if he's alive anymore. That was a while ago.
Probably. You know what seagulls remind me of?
Blowflies.
Yeah.
So we're also going to hone in a little bit on the New World screwworm, which is a specific kind of blowfly, which as a larva looks like the God Emperor of Dune. So go look at a picture of that.
I don't like it.
Have you seen it? Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But of course, as it grows, it turns into a blowfly, like, and similar to the others, not exactly like. But once grown, they have that standard fly look with the bristles on the marin. And if you hear us talking about the marin, that is the posterior lobe, aka the booty of the fly.
Hey, babe, come touch my posterior lobe.
Even if you were gonna say like butt, would you say it like that?
No. True, fair.
Hey, babe, come touch my really ass.
Bad. Yeah. Come touch my butt.
Like
anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so let's... Oh, yeah, we're switching up our category... Or not categories, whatever, our sections this week. So, Annie, you're going to talk to us about etymology, and entomology, which is the study of insects.
As we all know, the best thing for me to do on this show is to have to pronounce long, bad words.
Yeah.
So... Nirav, I'm going to make you say the scientific name, please.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
This is of the New World screwworm.
Cool. This is Cochleomia hominivorax, I believe.
Nice. There was one that it had, like, vomit in its name, which I thought was cool. This one does not, but that's okay. So this name is presumed to be from the Greek cochlea?
I think it's cochleus, which is where we get
cochleus? Like cochleus implant.
Like, well, yeah, that's where we get like the cochlea in the ear, which is a spiral shaped thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a spiral shell.
Yeah.
And then Mia, which means fly, and then the Latin hominis, which means man, plus vorax, which means consuming. So it's basically like the spiral shell fly who eats men.
That's it. It's the man-eater bug from Yu-Gi-Oh. That must be what it is. Also, Vorax sounds like he could be like the bad guy, like in a Marvel movie. Vorax is coming.
He would be like a bug man.
Huh.
I think I'm just thinking of thorax.
Yeah. Okay, so then what was that? Cochleomia hominivorax. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the genus species.
Mm-hmm.
But we will take it wider with Nirav.
Okay. How wide we talking?
All the way to the kingdom, baby.
Okay. I know that sounded like we were like setting up for something we've done before. We were not. I
think you should know that I don't set up jokes. I just say things.
Okay.
Sometimes they end up being funny.
I was talking to Lindsay just a bit ago when I was on my way home here, and she was telling me that Hadestown is coming to theaters, like a recording of the musical. And,
oh my God, I saw that this weekend.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I saw it on Broadway.
Oh, wow. You saw it on Broadway. Okay, nice. What was it?
It was fantastic. I walked into it. I didn't mean to hijack your story.
No, that's good. Yeah.
I walked into it not really knowing much about it other than like everyone was talking about how good it was. And we were like blown away. We were also about 30 feet from the stage. So we were very close.
Oh, dude, that rocks.
How did you get that?
Last minute, surprisingly. Like we had gone. So, yeah, I went to up there to visit a friend, and we had already gone to the opera earlier that day, and we were at dinner, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if, and we saw that they were like two seats. They were on like the side, and this like little balcony, like tiny little balcony area that had like 5 seats total.
You were fancy pants people.
Yeah. And it was, there was like, that was available for not that much. The tickets were not very, for, what was essentially a private balcony, not very expensive, but it was on the side. You're sitting kind of on the side, so the stage was like we could see about like 90% of the stage. There was like a little corner of the stage that we couldn't see, but there was only like 2 musicians sitting there and we could see the rest of the stage. But anyway, it was great. Please continue, Nirav. I hijacked your story.
Oh, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was just telling. This is gonna be even less of a good punchline now because people have forgotten what we were talking about before. But I was just saying like when Lindsay said like, oh, Hadestown is playing in the theater, and I said like, oh, is it opening wide? And she said, how wide do you... or no, what is... I don't even remember the joke I was going to make now, because it was the same thing that you just said.
How wide was it?
It doesn't...
I said take it wider.
Can we get... It was some... Jesus, I lost it. It's okay. Let's
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let's get wide. Hashtag let's get wide. So let's talk about how these things are categorized. Kingdom Animalia. That one's easy. This is animal. Confirmed. Can we confirmed?
Oh, confirmed.
Okay. So then the next one, phylum, which for a lot of our animals has been chordata, which is like the family of like vertebrates with like interior backbones. We actually have the phylum as arthropoda, excuse me, which are obviously arthropods, which is basically anything with an exoskeleton. So that's going to be your, insects, your crustaceans and friends, your spiders, all that stuff. The clade, which is like a subcategory under the phylum, is pancrustacea, which is, I think, sounds like it might be a seafood dish.
That's my favorite type of pizza to order.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that, yeah. Personal pancrustacea.
Yeah.
Pancrustacea. Okay, I'll write that down. Okay,
also
and then
a good band name.
Personal pancrustacea. I don't.
No, just pancrustacea.
Okay. Do you think the SEO is good on that word though? Like, people are gonna know how to spell it.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Then next is insecta, obviously for insects. Then diptera. So diptera is basically everything that's a fly. This includes all your horseflies, your mosquitoes, your, regular ass houseflies, your dragonflies, all those guys. They're all in there in diptera. And then we have the superfamily, which is the Incredibles. That is called Owastridae, which is a superfamily that, again, I just want to remind you, we got to remind people every episode. It sounds like every time we do one of these and talk about taxonomy, some sort of new category has been added. That usually means that usually, and I'm sure we could dig into it, but that's usually the result of some scientist looking at what one other scientist has said and being like, actually, I'm going to classify your classification, and then publishing an article about it.
We need to make this more specific.
Yes. So I don't know what it is, but something about scientists, they have to keep one-upping each other and being more specific each time.
Well,
that's how
I mean, it's also it's also a ever evolving field too.
Oh yeah, sure.
This classification system is only a couple hundred years old.
Yeah, like 200 or 300 maybe. Yeah,
I mean, and they probably never thought about the fact that we would be able to do like DNA and stuff.
That's true, yeah. Because a lot of stuff was just kind of like, well, both of these things have eyes, so. And then the family is Califoridae, which is what we're talking about today. Califoridae is all blowflies. That includes the screwworms under them. But yeah, so basically, following through that hierarchy, you reach I would say the main thing that I saw as far as like what divides Califoridae, which are blowflies, apart from the other fly groupings are the hairy butts. That seems to be what scientists are like really, really excited about.
No, I'm sorry, Nirav. The hairy what?
The hairy. What? I'm sorry. What are you setting me up for?
Posterior lobe.
Sorry, posterior lobes.
Thank you.
Which, I mean, not a lot of people know this, but if you look anatomically, the fly's butt is actually its face. So, like, you know how
I wish you could see my face right now.
Yeah, the slug.
Just very confused.
It's very yeah. I was trying to do like, oh, you know how like a slug, the mouth is also its foot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
in
that.
a way. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I have lost both the thread and your attention, so I'm gonna turn that over to
It's
you.
okay. Yeah. So,
These things
for its
suck,
habit,
dude. Not sorry,
but
just these flies. It's like I keep looking at them like this sucks.
it's such a man thing of you to do. All right, go ahead, Annie. So I was doing.
All right, I'm done now for real.
Yeah. So historically, the original distribution area of the New World blowfly was in like southern United States, Central America, the northern states of South America, and it was present on some Caribbean islands. That was its historical distribution. We have tried to tamper it down from there. We will talk about why. And one of those reasons is that they love flesh, but not in the way that we like
But not
other
as much as
flies.
me.
Other flies that will lay their larva and their maggots, and the maggots will eat dead tissue. And we like that usually. However, New World screwworm flies are they only eat live tissue. They are obligate parasites, which means that they cannot complete their life cycle or reproduce without exploiting a suitable living host. So they can't fully go through their life cycle without hurting something else, basically. And like I said, the other members of the genus usually feed on necrotic tissue or excrement.
Mm-hmm.
These blowflies usually will lay eggs on lesions. I'm sorry. The other types of genuses that don't go on living tissue will actually come in and lay eggs on an already infested wound that's already been infested by the New World screwworms. And they will have secondary and primary, what's called meiosis, I believe, which is basically just eating the flesh. Oh yeah. So yeah, their life cycle is around like 20 days. Females can lay up to 3,000 eggs and fly 120 miles during her life. They do lay eggs multiple times in their life cycle, but they only copulate once, and they retain the male sperm for life, which is something that we can exploit later.
What?
And basically, the screwworms, when they're in the skin, They use enzymes to break down the proteins, which are called proteolytic.
Protolytic?
Paralytic.
Yeah, it like breaks down the proteins of the skin, and then also by mechanical grinding by mouth hooks, which I hate.
That's a good album name for your metal band. Mechanical grinding by mouth hooks.
Ugh. They usually lay their eggs near wounds, such as places like where usually like cows are a very common place for them to be, and like so if they dehorn them or castrate them, that's like a place where they will lay eggs anywhere that there's like a hole or a open wound, basically. Technically they can invest any warm-blooded animal, so it could technically be us, which I also don't like. And basically, the larvae, they hatch and they burrow into the surrounding tissue. And if you try to get them out, they screw deeper in because they kind of have a screw-like body, which is also horrible. And they can cause severe tissue damage. And then about 3 to 7 days after hatching, they fall to the ground and they pupate. They usually reach the adult stage about 7 days later. And then female screwworm flies can mate 4 to 5 days after hatching.
Oh wow! So yeah, the life cycle you said is like 20 days. So yeah, when they're 4 or 5, I guess that makes sense. Once they're like 4 or 5 days old. Mm-hmm. I also saw a thing here you didn't mention about how males can only mate up to 10 times and then they're done.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I think I skipped over that.
They just get in there. They're like Tarantino. Like, I'm only gonna do 10 movies.
Yeah, they like hide in vegetation until they see a female, and then they're like, "Yo, come over here," and then she comes over there, and yeah.
Yeah, that's how I do it too.
Hide in the grass.
Yeah. No, it's that's interesting. I didn't realize, because I know some kinds of flies will live like longer. Like I think we've talked about how some flies like have like a year lifespan, but I guess these are one of the shorter living flies.
Well, it seems like common house flies never freaking die, because there's always like that one that you're like, oh, it'll die, and then it's still there like a month later.
But what I think is that like when you see it a month later, that's its like grandson.
It's just morphed. You just haven't been able to see it. It's so fast.
Yeah, it's just been happening.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Cutie Fly. Oh, look at that. Look at Cutie Fly.
He is cute and does look like a fly.
Yeah.
I can confirm.
Can confirm. So, Cutie Fly is based on the bee fly, which is a cousin of the blowfly, but is probably the closest thing we've got. They did not make a blowfly Pokemon for reasons that I think by now should be obvious.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't do shoot, what's that? The caterpillar one, but it's hard and it's yellow.
What?
Jesus Christ. No, the one
Metapod?
that Metapod. No, the other one.
Kakuna.
I mean, I know he's a cocoon, but he kind of looks like a screw fly, I guess. Never mind.
Okay. Why don't you take your Pokemon conspiracies somewhere else?
Okay.
Kakuna is actually a blowfly.
Actually, if you try to disturb it, it burrows deeper into your skin.
That's not what Kakuna does. So, Cutie Fly is a bug fairy type introduced in Gen 7, which is the Alola region, which is the one based off Hawaii, which kind of tracks with what we learned about how these types of flies generally prefer warmer, damper climates. Cutie Fly is capable of detecting the aura of living things, so it can tell if you're aura farming.
Which is kind of, they also do that. I mean, they can tell what things are living.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. So they use this ability to predict the movements of their opponents. Cutie Fly usually eats pollen and nectar, drinking through its long proboscis. Any pollen it doesn't finish is stored in the fur. It collects nectar and pollen from the flowers, which are found by the color and brightness of their auras. So it kind of chooses its food based on what auras it sees, which is cool.
Based off vibes.
This is a very vibes-based Pokemon, actually, I'm realizing. Let's see. So, Cutie Fly tends to gather around beings feeling strong emotions. And then it will poke them with its long proboscis. But yeah, I thought this was a cute one. It's the only bug fairy type I believe that exists, from what I saw. Which is
Sorry, it feeds off of your strong emotions.
Okay, when the living creatures are excited, what it sees are like a flower around you, and so it goes around and tries to eat the flower or suck the nectar out of it.
Oh, but it eats you instead.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't know. It doesn't know.
It's just trying its best.
It's just trying.
I mean,
its
look
best.
at his little face.
Aw,
He is
look at
trying his
little
best.
face. I think this one's a cute one. This is a. If you look at a picture of a bee fly, they're also definitely a lot cuter than the regular blowflies we've been talking about. Let me see if I can find a good one.
It's because they look like bees.
Yeah, I mean, look at this little goober here. This goober. I'm putting that in the chat. But,
Aw.
yeah, look at that. So a lot more appealing to the eye, I guess. Yeah, let's. I guess let's.
He looks like a piece of pussy willow with wings.
What?
Pussy willow?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like it's a stick with little fuzzy balls on it.
Oh, okay. I sorry, that sounded insane when you said that. I had to take
I mean,
a second.
it is an insane word.
I just Googled it, and I can confirm that is what it looks like.
All right, confirmed.
Maybe this is just a northern thing.
Maybe. I wonder if they call it something else down here.
It kind of looks like cotton, but smaller.
Can I even Google this, or am I going to get on a list?
No,
I'll
you can
send
Google
in
it.
the chat. I sent it.
Okay. Oh, I know that stuff.
Yeah, it's called pussy willow.
Yeah, what is it
They
called?
look like little cat paws.
Oh, okay. I think that it says these can also be called catkins, which I might have heard before.
That's not as fun, though.
I guess it isn't. You're right. Okay. Anyways, let's jump back into it. So Habitat for Humility is now in your hands, Annie, and also Rachel. Kinda, it says.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
actually kind of Rachel mostly. But...
Rachel, I've heard that screwworms have been in the news lately.
They are.
Yeah, tell us about this.
So I think before you took that phone call, I think this is what I was talking about.
No.
I can't remember, I'll be honest. But yeah, so they're in the news lately. So like, why are we talking about this? Like, why are we spending an episode on this like ugly, disgusting creature when we could be talking about like lions or leopards or
alpacas.
sea turtles? Yeah. So I thought it would be fun to do an episode on something that had, was a current event. And so the big deal is that these guys eat living tissue, whereas most other maggots will only eat like diseased or decaying tissue. So these guys eat living, healthy tissue. They were a big problem in the Americas, North America, South America, until about the 50s. And in the 50s, they were like, hey, the female fly only mates once in her lifetime. What if we take a bunch of sterile male flies and release them? And so when the female mates with the sterile male, she will not produce viable eggs, and it will basically cause a population crash.
Okay.
And so they created these facilities breeding, millions and billions of sterile males. And they started in the 50s in Florida, and then they slowly pushed the fly out of the United States. They pushed it down into Mexico, and then they pushed it all the way down to Panama by the early 2000s.
Yeah, I think I have it. 1966 was when it was out of the United States of America. 1986 it was out of Mexico, and then by 2006 it had been pushed back. Over the Dorian Gap.
So we're just kind of pushing it down.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, you can't really. I mean, it would be hard to, I guess, completely eliminate it. Although Radiolab did a episode on this back in March, where that was kind of the question, like, is it ever okay to, cause an extinction on purpose? But anyway, we pushed it down, and so we didn't really have to worry so much about it anymore, except that every year we were still releasing millions of flies, but it was saving us about $900 million in agricultural
Waste.
outcomes. Yeah, because the treatment, you have to pay money for the treatment, and then once the animal is treated, it has to you have to wait before it can go to market. So all the medicine that the animal has been given, it has to be completely out of the system. And of course, if any of the meat is damaged, then that animal cannot be sent to market. So the impact of this is in the millions per year. So what?
Yeah, what I was just gonna ask, like, why did it get bad again now?
So there's a few different reasons. So we had this program that was kind of a cooperation between the United States, Panama, and Mexico. There's been some funding cuts to the program, but also there's been increased movement with animal shipping. There's been, I think, some illegal animal shipping maybe is helping this along.
Well, I wrote down the quote because I watched like 20 minutes of the USDA conference, or like speaking, what do you call it when you stand at a podium in front of a bunch of reporters?
Yeah.
And it's what's her face, Brooke, who's our agriculture person. Does it matter?
I don't know.
But she said specifically, which this angered me, but she said, this does trace back to the last administration and the open border policy and the movement of millions of people and their animals from South America through Central America. In 2002 is when the bio barrier in Panama was breached by the end of that term. So basically she was blaming the Biden administration for bringing in immigrants, and that was the reason why.
And the immigrants were the flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's
No.
That's
I think
why.
it's completely ungrounded. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just frustrating that it's like everything has to be an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes things, I mean, if we don't cut budgets of important things, sometimes things just happen.
Well, the sterile fly program got doged in the beginning of 2025, but there was already movement northward before that. So, and there was a couple of issues. Like there was, I think, a couple of labs in the United States got shut down, and I think a couple in Mexico maybe quit production as well. I'm not sure. I had a hard time. Like I tried to find more information and like a timeline on this, but it was kind of hard. I don't know if it's super public or maybe I just didn't dig hard enough, but
yeah, I think there's one big one in Panama.
Yeah, there's only one left now. And so what's happening is as of last week, it's now in Texas. There's been 4 cases. They are dumping as many sterile flies as they can to try and contain the area in Texas. But the truth is that the one lab is running like at capacity of how many sterile flies it can produce.
How many flies could one laboratory shoot out? Like, yeah, seriously, how do you cover an entire state with that, you know?
Well, they don't cover the entire state. They actually have it down to like a 20-mile radius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, it's here. It's going to have huge impacts to our agriculture if we can't control it. It can affect, domestic animals. It can affect wildlife. There was an outbreak in 2016 in the Florida Keys, and that they were able to squash it pretty quickly, but it did kill, I think, several hundred of the key deer before they were able to squash it. So,
Oh,
you
not
know,
the
it can,
deer.
I know it can affect wildlife. It can infect humans. Our beef herd in the United States is already at a 75-year low because of its various reasons. But you know, if you go to the grocery store and have looked at the price of beef lately, it's pretty high, and that's why. And this could drive prices even higher
Could
if it's not quickly contained.
Could this be a psyop by Chick-fil-A?
I mean, maybe.
What if they actually took that? They were like, don't eat blowflies, eat chicken.
Eat more blowfly.
Well, the chicken had, I think it was last year, they were having big issues of avian flu outbreaks.
Oh, yeah.
And so they were having, you know, when a chicken house comes down when avian flu is detected in a chicken house, they basically have to go in and euthanize every chicken in that chicken house, and they do it in a radius. So there's like a 3 or 4 zones set up in a circle around that where they found it, and they will go in and depopulate these chicken houses and start over because it's such a significant pathogen of chickens. So there was, you know, chicken was getting a little pricey. I think chicken prices have come back down. That's when eggs were getting really pricey too. You know, back when dozen of eggs was spiking up. It was part of the reason was avian influenza.
And that was Biden's fault, correct? He made the eggs expensive?
Yeah, he made the eggs expensive. But that's, you know, that's much improved now. But the good news is that they're already in process of building a new facility in Texas to produce these flies. And they are renovating some in Mexico as well. So we are going to have more facilities producing sterile flies soon.
Nice. Yeah, I think that I'd be interested if beef gets expensive enough that it actually sees like some sort of decrease in purchasing, like significant decrease. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Consumption.
I've heard that some people have already, like, you know, this is just anecdotal evidence, but we've talked about this at work, and a lot of people have decreased or stopped their beef consumption because it's quite expensive. Last time I went into the store, I think and this is Publix, and Publix can be a little expensive anyway, but a pack of ground beef, which is about it's about a pound, but it's usually a little over, so it's usually like 1.3 pounds or so. It was like $11 or $12 a pound for like the 80/20 stuff.
I've never eaten meat. I don't know. Is that bad?
I was gonna say, does this feel good?
How much is a sack?
Vegetarian?
Yeah, how much is a sack of potatoes? $10.
How much could it possibly be?
Yeah. No,
$50.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if the prices go up on that, people would probably be buying more of other meats, I would guess. But
I'd say, like, I only really, at home, I feel like I only really eat chicken and fish. When I go out to eat, I'll eat like beef and stuff, but I feel like we almost never buy red meat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's different for us, but like, you know, Lindsay will buy usually the only meat we keep in the house, like she keeps, is like kind of like cold cuts, you know, sliced meat or whatever. And you know, usually not really anything else. So like, you know, when she's out somewhere, she'll eat meat or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is interesting. I don't know about if the economics of this will be like noticeable to the average person. Are people going to be like, is it going to be like the eggs thing where everyone's like, what happened to the beef? And then they'll find a way to blame the liberals for it somehow.
It depends on how bad it gets. So it's, we're kind of in the USDA right now is scrambling to contain. So we will see. But their efforts to contain in the past year or so have all failed, because I keep getting updates from the USDA about it, because they'll be like, oh, New World Screwworm is detected 300 miles from the U.S. border, 200 miles from the U.S. border, 50 miles from the U.S. border, 20 miles from the U.S.
Oh,
border,
nice, they're
and then it's
coming.
like, it's here. Yeah, and
It's like a hurricane.
It was like a slow motion hurricane, just like watching it approach.
It's like that
and
locust tornado in Interstellar.
I was like, I think I saw a thing that they actually had a fifth one, but it was like, it actually ended up being in New Mexico, but it was like right on the border.
Oh.
It was
Texas and New
there
Mexico.
was one it was a dog, and it was a dog in New Mexico, but the dog had just come from Texas, like it had recently
Okay.
spent time in Texas. So
His
they
visiting family.
Yeah, it was more of they got it from Texas. So again, time will tell if they contained it fast enough for it to not have spread to New Mexico.
I wonder if there will be any sort of like USDA hiring things, or if it will just kind of be like, oh, the people that we already have, do your best.
So I would say in normal circumstances, they might increase USDA hiring. In current U.S. circumstances, I would say I would not hold my breath on that.
RFK Jr. is going to save us from this, right?
Yeah,
he's gonna eat all of the screwworms.
He's going to eat all of them. The one in his brain needs some company. Maybe that's for the best.
his brainworm is going to talk to the other.
Telepathically.
Yeah, telepathically. He'll be able to control them like a giant army. Actually, that would be really bad.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, so I guess we'll kind of cover some. I did some looking for cultural impact of blowflies specifically. Not a ton. We've already mentioned
Okay.
I have a few things. So
Okay.
I've already mentioned the bloatfly as an old Fallout enemy. I think those actually originated in Fallout 2, so they've been around for decades. The probably the most famous version of this is the movie that I accidentally mentioned earlier, The Fly, the John Carpenter horror movie. With what's his face? Is it Jeff Goldblum?
Yes.
Yes. Where he turns into a fly man due to a scientific experiment gone wrong. But that is specifically a blowfly.
Oh, is it? He's turning into a blowfly?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. Well, I googled it and that's what it said. So hopefully that's right. Anyway, so the other one I found was the Lord of the Flies. The titular flies are blowflies in the book. Whoa.
I guess that makes sense because
they're swimming over like dead pigs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not our screwworms, but
No, I did look for some. I was like, who were like the hot like screwworm related characters in pop culture? Could not find any. But yeah. By the way, I did find out that the Lord of the Flies is actually about Beelzebub, the demon. He's the Lord of the Flies. It's not actually about flies literally, even though there are a lot of flies, which is something I did not remember.
they just made like a TV show.
I heard it was actually quite good. I think it was Netflix.
I read Lord of the Flies, I remember in like middle school, and it like kind of not like scarred me, but I feel like if anything just like made me more afraid of like men.
Wow.
I think if you put that many girls on an island, I don't think it would have the same consequences.
I don't think so. I think it would still end badly, but not in the same way at all.
Well, yeah, I think there's not a lot of hope.
No. Yeah, anyway, oh yeah, also I love to whenever Lord of the Flies comes up, I have to mention this cuz as a bragging thing. When we did it in 8th grade, I actually didn't read the book. So however, when we had the test, it was an essay test, and I bullshitted my way through it, and I got the highest grade in the class, and I got a compliment from the teacher. Everyone was very mad at me.
That's that good American education.
It is, yeah. I felt actually that sort of like as a young person reinforced my understanding that I shouldn't actually do work and I should work harder at being lazier, which sort of compounded as the years went by.
And that's how inventions are made.
That's how inventions are made. You're right. Really, it's the pessimists who are doing the inventing because they're not satisfied with how the world is.
Are you satisfied with how the world is?
No, it's so bad. What are you talking about?
That's what I think. It's at this point, it's not just pessimists.
Okay, so let's close out with some Annie Mall fun facts, which are inappropriately being told to us by Rachel.
Some Rachel fun facts.
Rachel's. It's like Invisimals.
There's actually 2 species of screwworm. There's the one we've been talking about, but there's the second one, which is
Is it the old world screwworm?
no, I think it's still technically a New World screwworm, but it's Cochliomaia.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my place. Okay, Cochliomaia maceralia.
It's not often you lose your place in a single word.
Macellularia.
Cellaria?
Yeah. Anyway,
Cellaria.
So
that
macadamia
one-
nut.
yeah, that one is it's a screwworm fly, but it doesn't eat the healthy tissue. It's only eats the diseased tissue, and so it was a species that was of some importance back when maggot therapy first kind of came onto the scene, but it fell out of favor. And now if you go to the hospital and you have, a bunch of diseased flesh, they would most likely use the common green bottlefly larvae.
Oh, so they still do that?
Maggot therapy is using maggots for the wound and not giving maggots a little psychiatrist.
Right. There's not like
Yeah,
a tiny psychiatrist who's talking to them about
I got it.
Yeah, so
how do you
basically
feel about the amount of flesh you've had this week?
Do they just have maggots at the hospital, or do they have to
Yeah.
special order them?
they hospitals, and it's not every hospital, but hospitals that do this have actually sterile cultures of flies and maggots ready to go. So the maggots that they put on you are sterile, so it's okay. It's still super gross. I don't know how I would feel about it, but they are sterile.
This implies the existence of a maggot keeper at the hospital. There's somebody whose job it is to raise and culture these maggots and then bring them out.
I'm sure I could have that job.
If you were that guy, can you imagine how excited you'd be the one time a year that you get a call like, it's time for maggots?
He's like, go, my children.
Fly!
Well, not yet.
No, sorry, don't fly. Please don't fly. Nice. I actually am kind of curious about that. Not in the way that I want to see it happen, but so they only eat the dead flesh, right? They'll eat around the living flesh, is the idea?
Yeah, they'll eat around the healthy flesh. So, if you're in a bad accident and, it gets all infected and gross, they will put sterile maggots on there, and then they'll wrap it up for a few days. And then when they unwrap it, all of the nasty decaying tissue will be gone. Healthy tissue will be left.
And then the flies will break free.
Yes.
We're breaking free.
Sovereign. All right. Let's go ahead and close out, I guess. So what did we learn? What was our big takeaway about the bloatfly and the screwworm today? Don't
let me suggest episodes.
Yeah.
That hopefully we will still be able to eat beef and have it not cost $20.
Or you stop eating beef and the Hindus win.
I mean,
Who knows?
the liberal agenda.
Yeah, the liberal agenda is for the Indians to win. Okay, so thank you guys for listening to Animal Genius World. We are roughly, I think we're on a good schedule for doing roughly every 2 weeks on Wednesdays right now. Sometimes we'll miss a week. It's okay. This is free entertainment. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome, idiots. No, but thank you for listening. Do we? I already plugged the website. Do we have any other plugs?
Be nice to people.
Okay, that's not bad.
And sometimes flies,
And sometimes
but not often.
I think that there is, if an opportunity arises for you to be kind to a fly, I think it's cool if you take it. That's what I'll say.
I grew up in a capture and release household.
Where your parents would capture you and then release you.
Yeah. They kept trying to put me in the woods, and I just kept finding my way
just kept
back.
getting released. Yeah, we very much were like that. Although I think that also is more a religious thing that like you're not supposed to kill anything, you know. So we would take stuff outside and all that. But yeah, so I think that although I'm definitely not as comfortable with all the spiders in a house as Lindsay is, because her old place was like, I would say was like 40% spider.
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh yeah. Like she was completely
Honestly,
unfazed by it.
I'd rather have spiders than cockroaches.
That's what she said. She's like, they keep
Oh,
the
yeah.
cockroaches out. I was like, yeah, I guess they do. Like,
Mhm.
that's true. Okay, let's roll out of here, or we'll buzz out of here like the noble blowfly, whose name I haven't said right once.
Next week we'll do something cute.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna. I think I already put down my foot on llamas, so that's like about as cute as we can get. It is funny. It's obviously it's not cute when they spit on you, but if they spit on another person in your party, that would be pretty funny. So
I've gotten
Yeah.
spit in the face before, by
Oh,
the way.
really?
And it
That's
was not.
crazy.
It was not funny.
I've seen it happen
Wait,
to other people.
Don't save the
Oh
story.
yeah, sorry, we're leaking llama content right now. Jesus. Okay, we'll see you next week then. Until then, wait. Oh shit. I have a logistical problem, which is that. Actually, no, I don't. I'm gonna say I'm an animal, and then Rachel, you're gonna say you are too, and then Annie, you can say and so is your mom.
I don't want to have the so is your mom at the end.
Well, then we gotta figure out how to split this sentence into 3 parts.
Rachel and I can just attempt to say and you are too at the same time.
We can try
Yes.
that. All right.
Okay.
And remember, I'm an animal.
And
And
so
you
are
are-
you.
Right, perfect.
It's written
Got
right
it.
there.
We're done.
All right. Bye, guys. Hey, I need to jump off for 1 second. My mom's called me twice. I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Oh, should we pause?
You
Hello?
can pause.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to call to say hi and see how you were earlier.
How was
Do we
your
sta-
day, Rachel?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Nirav could probably cut this out, but he probably won't. So
Do you think he will? We need some hold music. Oh, we should have that. He should put in that really good hold music. You know what I'm talking about?
the like
jazzy
elevator
one.
hippie or hip one, not hippie. Yeah, jazzy like
Or
not
the
that though.
the one that got like really popular all over TikTok a couple years ago.
I'm sure if I heard it, I would know what you're talking about.
Hold on. If I play it, do you think you can hear
I don't
it?
know.
Hold on. Hold on.
What would you type in? Jazzy hold music?
No. It's called Opus number 1. Okie US number 1. You will know it the second you hear it because it's just like, oh yeah.
Okay, wait.
What I'm
Let me
going
see
to
if I can
do.
do this.
I don't
might be
think it's
able to
gonna.
do it.
I don't think it's gonna play over my speakers though.
Here, wait. Let me try.
No, it's gonna play over my headset.
Oh, The one that's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, this is a older thing? It sounds like it was made like last year.
It was made in like the
Oh, the
90s, I think.
80s. Yeah,
80s or 90s, yeah.
1989.
Wow.
Recorded in a garage when the creators were teenagers. It became the default hold music for Cisco systems. I do
Hey.
appreciate when companies have unique hold music.
I love it when I'm like calling a pharmacy or whatever and they put me on hold and they have this playing. It's like, yes, the good hold music.
Ah, yes. No, yeah, you can kind of jam out to it. Now I'm kind of worried. Now he's been gone for a while. Nirav.
I'm just gonna look up some facts about this song. Let me see if I can find some more facts.
I literally, while I was looking through like a page about these guys, I had to like hold my hand up to the screen to block a picture that was on the screen because I was just like, oh God, I hate it so much. I'm doing this for you, Rachel.
I appreciate it. I told Nirav, I was like, if I had my way, we would just talk about zoonotic infectious disease every podcast, every
Yeah.
episode.
That would be very exciting.
Oh, there's one out there called This Podcast Will Kill You that pretty much does it already. So
Oh, I think I've heard of that. Did you ever watch Monsters Inside Me? It was like a TV show about like people who have parasites inside them.
I think I saw a few episodes.
It was bad. I think that's part of where my fear came from. I just like the idea of something living inside your body in a way that you could like feel it moving is like
Yeah.
Like what is it, bot flies?
Yeah, bot flies are pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty gross. I have had to deal with them a few times, and they
Like on
suck.
domestic animals?
Yeah, they suck to try and remove. Like they're super hard to get out.
Do they like go further in?
They make this hole. They had this cavity and it usually gets really inflamed, so it's like this large bump, and they're in the middle of it, and they they're really hard to grab, and you have to end up trying to like smother them so they try to come out of the hole for air, like putting like a thick
like
gel.
a tick.
Yeah, and then they will pop their little butt out of the hole to breathe, and then that's when you try to grab them. But
Ew.
yeah, they suck. I don't like it. I have had some of my techs like fight over who gets to like pull the blowfly out, and I'm just like, y'all can have it.
This is one of those moments where I'm glad that I have people who are passionate. Oh
Yeah.
Lord,
I don't have any at my current job though, so if one comes in, I'm gonna have to put my big girl pants on and deal with it. But
where were you located then?
I was.
Like what state, I guess, if
Georgia. I've always been in Georgia. Yeah.
Okay.
So
because it's mostly I thought they were more like South America. I didn't realize that they came up into America.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty everywhere, I think.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. I am here.
Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. She just wanted to talk about the wedding stuff because I just booked my venue and everything. And
congratulations.
oh, thanks. Yeah, it's been.
We're gonna have to cut this whole middle part out because we've just been talking about bot flies
And hold music.
What flies?
and hold music.
Okay.
Yes.